Is Crypto.com to be the next central exchange to follow in FTX's downfall? What's going on, everyone? My name is RJ, and welcome to today's episode of Crypto News. Now, before we get started, make sure you guys check out our show sponsors down below, which is Keystone, Efani, and AtlasVPN. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into today's episode of Crypto News. So not only do we have all of the FTX and BlockFi craziness happening all in the same week, we now have some crazy news which involves Crypto.com. So what's going on with Crypto.com? Well, if we check these major headline articles, they will read Crypto.com withdrawals rise after CEO admits transaction problem. Concerns about the Singapore-based Crypto.com spread with digital currency traders on edge following the quick collapse of rival exchange FTX. Another headline article, of course, reads, Crypto.com accidentally sends 400 million in Ethereum to wrong address. The CEO then calls the concerns FUD, which of course stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So is this cause for concern? Is this actually FUD? Well, if we're talking about another time in the market, maybe a bull run, I don't think anyone would bat an eye. But because we are in such turbulent times, there's a lot of fear for sure in the market. There's a lot of blood going on. This is now being viewed under a microscope. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time this has happened. If you guys remember back in the past, Crypto.com mistakenly paid a woman millions and she ended up buying a mansion out of it. So the question here would be then, how and why is this the second time that this has happened, and what is going on with Crypto.com's transaction policies, and how exactly are they accidentally moving millions of dollars into accidental accounts? So let's take a look at a couple of tweets from the CEO of Crypto.com, which is Chris. And let's see how he responds to all of this. Now, in the tweet, he says that the Ethereum transfers that generated so much FUD and speculation on Twitter today were made over 3 weeks ago on October 21st to Crypto.com's whitelisted corporate account at Gate.io. The thread then continues with him saying, Crypto.com proceeded to withdraw the funds back to its cold wallets over the following days. The entirety of Ethereum was successfully withdrawn by Crypto.com and returned to our cold storage wallet. Gate.io has confirmed it here in their tweet, clarifying on Crypto.com's transfer for the sake of transparency and education. Closing out the thread, the CEO of Crypto.com says, funds movement from Crypto.com custody systems are only possible between approved and whitelisted addresses attached to our cold storage wallets, our hot wallets, and our corporate accounts at third-party exchanges. In this particular case, the whitelisted address belonged to one of our corporate accounts in a third-party exchange instead of our cold wallet. We have since strengthened our process and systems to better manage these internal transfers. That's all there is to it. All our systems are operating normally. Now, crypto wouldn't be crypto if there wasn't any spicy activity going on Twitter. So let's take a look at what CZ, the CEO of Binance, had to say about what's going on. He says, if an exchange have to move large amounts of crypto before or after they demonstrate their wallet addresses, it is a clear sign of problems. Stay away, stay safe. Now, unfortunately, if you guys are like, well, RJ, Crypto.com is too large to fail. I mean, they own the Crypto.com Arena, which was formerly known as the Staples Center, right? So let's go over a little bit of information here. The Crypto.com Arena is a multi-purpose indoor arena in downtown Los Angeles, adjacent to the LA Live development. And of course, you see beautiful pictures of the Crypto.com Arena right here. Now, for some odd reason, a lot of people don't know that FTX also had an arena. The FTX Arena, formerly known as the American Airlines Arena, is a multi-purpose arena located in Miami, Florida, alongside Biscayne Bay. It was constructed beginning in 1998 as a replacement for the Miami Arena and designed by the architecture firm, so on and so on. And of course, you can see the beautiful FTX Arena right here. So what I'm trying to say is having an arena is not enough of a foundation or a base to say just how safe exactly that exchange is going to be, because we saw the downfall of FTX, which also had their own arena as well. And then in other news, let me go ahead and share my screen here. We're now seeing an interesting twist going on the YouTube side of stuff covering the finance industry. if I share my screen here, we will see that big titans in the finance industry, such as Stefan, who obviously has 4.12 million subscribers, so one of the larger content creators out there, coming out with videos like this where he says, so let's talk about FTX, where FTX was a major sponsor in that channel. And then on opposite side of that, we're going to see other content creators cannibalizing other content creators, like In the Money here, where he talks about other content creators who were sponsored by FTX and BlockFi. And so overall, we are just in a very, very crazy market right now, for sure. I mean, you see just every day, it seems like something new is coming up, and we just can't seem to get a breather or get our feet planted here, because every single day we're just seeing bearish news, and more bearish news. If I were to have a takeaway out of all of this, my biggest drive and my biggest message and push for everyone in crypto is to get everything into a cold storage wallet. Make sure you guys have a cold storage wallet. Make sure you guys have your own hardware wallet. The most important takeaway here is making sure you own those private keys. There's a very popular saying, if you haven't heard it already, not your keys, not your crypto. And that's what happens when you have it on a central exchange, such as FTX, such as BlockFi, even Crypto.com, Coinbase. They hold the keys to your crypto, therefore they are not your crypto, and they can do crazy things like halt withdrawals and make sure that you don't have access to your funds. Again, for me personally, I use two different hardware wallets. I use the Trezor when I am here in the studio, and then when I am out and about, or when I'm upstairs in the bed, or when I'm traveling, I do use the Keystone Pro, which is one I really love and obviously favor, because I get to do it from the convenience of my phone. And obviously from that phone, I can download MetaMask Mobile, which the only hardware wallet it supports right now at the time of this recording is the Keystone Pro. So again, be safe out there. I can't tell you what you can and cannot do with your own money. The only thing I can suggest is, as of right now, the current central exchange sentiment is not looking very good. So I personally keep all of my cryptos off of central exchanges. So that closes today's episode of Crypto News. And if you did like that episode, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you guys are up to date and current with all of the crypto news. And with that, tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think Crypto.com is in danger, or do you think this will just blow over? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode.